Now, students, in the last lecture, we did Newton's law and scalar product. Now we are going to start with vector product. Now you will see why these pictures I have kept it here for you. Now, supposing I have a vector A cross vector B. This is the cross product is equal to uh, modulus of A, modulus of V. Modulus means length. Sine theta, eta vector. This is pronounced as eta. This is pronounced as eta, a Greek alphabet. Right? Now, in space, any vector A is written as A1, A2, and A3. These are your coordinates basically. Just a minute, let me rub it and make it more clear. Yes, this is A3. Now this is X, Y, and Z coordinate of this vector. Now there is another vector B like this, which has coordinate B1, the X coordinate, B2, the Y coordinate, and B3, the Z coordinate. Now this is the angle between these two vectors. Now supposing I have to find A cross B. So A vector, as earlier I had written A1 I cap, A2 j cap, A3 k cap. Similarly, B vector is B1 I cap plus B2 j cap plus B3 k cap. What is this eta vector? Now see in this figure. Now suppose I revolve A to B in this manner. Then my thumb will be in this direction. Thumb will be in this direction. Thumb. This at that time, eta vector will be equal to k vector. Now, if I move it in this direction, that is, I move from B to A, then my thumb will be in this direction. And eta will be, in this case, will be minus k. Suppose I move it in general direction, in this manner, then this will be the direction of eta. Eta is a unit vector. Eta is a unit vector in any direction, in any arbitrary direction, arbitrary direction. Now, what is the value of this eta vector? Eta vector mod is always 1. The value, like you had I cap mod was 1, and so on and so forth. Now let us see how this rule works. In dot product, I had told you in dot product or scalar product. Dot product, I told you these rules. I dot I is 1, I dot j is 0. Similarly, k dot k is 1, and k dot j vector is 0, j cap. I'm talking about caps. And then similarly, j cap dot j cap is same as 1, j cap cross dot I cap is 0. This was for dot product. Now to understand how they will behave in scalar product, draw a circle like this. Easier to remember. Right here, draw anti-clockwise. In physics and maths, anti-clockwise is considered as positive. Clockwise, right? Now, this is I cap, this is j cap, this is k cap. Now the point is, how would you find I cross j? Similar, I cross j would give you k cap, but j cross I will give you minus k cap. If you go clockwise, it will give minus. If you go anti-clockwise, it will give you plus. Similarly, j cross k will give you I cap, and k cross j will give you minus I cap. Similarly, k cross I will give you j cap, and I cross k cap will give you minus j. But let me take a little more space, add a little more page. I cross I cap would be 0, J cross J cap would be 0, K cross K cap would also be 0. So this is the difference between this dot product, and this is what is known as vector product. Wait, vector product. This is known as vector product. This is the concept. That was dot product, and this is vector product. Now let us come to this equation. Let us now come to this equation. A vector cross B vector is equal to mod A, that is the length of A, length of B, sine theta, eta vector. Now I told you what is this eta vector. Let us go back to the picture and see. Here if you move from A to B, eta is in this direction. This is neither j cap nor k cap nor I cap. But if you move in this manner, then eta becomes k cap and eta becomes minus k cap. See, you are moving in this direction. You're moving your fingers in this direction. See, this is the way you move your fingers. Right hand. You use your right hand. Right hand. Right hand. You curl your finger. Curl your fingers. Your finger. In this picture, it is from U to V. It is from U to V. U vector to V vector. And the thumb is in the upward direction. Thumb. Thumb is on the upward direction. Got it? So now A vector is already this, B vector is already this, and now we will use this to find out this quantity. Now see, A cross B vector. How to find? Draw a determinant. I'll tell you this when I'll take up the topic of determinant in maths. Right now you take it this way. First you have to write I cap, then you have to write J cap, then you have to write K cap. And you know what is A vector? A vector was A1I, A2J, A2J cap, I mean to say that A3K cap. B vector was B1I, B2J, and B3K cap. B3K cap. So you will first, since this is the A vector, you will write the components of A1, A2, A3. Then you will write B1, B2, B3. Now you will first write plus, put a plus sign, plus, minus, plus on this I cap, J cap, and K cap. Write I cap, uh, hide this row, hide this row, and hide this column. What are you seeing? What are you seeing? You are seeing A2, A3, B2, B3. Isn't it? Now put a minus sign because there is a minus here. J cap, put to this, and now wait a minute, let me erase. Oh, this will erase. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Let me erase this line. Erase this line. Now, let me write here I cap. Now I will do one thing. I will cross this line and I'll cross this line. What are you seeing? You are seeing A1, A3, and B1, B3. Now, this is a plus sign, plus K cap. Now I will rub these green lines. Wait, wait. Now I will draw the line like this and like this. Now I will write A1, A2, B1, B2. This is, I hope you have understood this, how to write this format. Now I will erase this line, erase this line. Now I will expand this. How? I'll multiply this manner and I'll multiply in this manner. When I multiply in this manner, wait, you will see immediately, how this is multiplied. See, this is equal to I cap A2B3, A2B3 When you multiply in this direction, it is minus B2 A3. Now minus J cap, put a bracket, A1 B3, A1 B3, and then minus, because you are multiplying in this direction, B1 A3. Now plus K cap. Now you will multiply in this direction, it will become A1, sorry, will be common bracket. A1 B2 minus B1 A2. This is A cross B. Let us consider this equal to P, some value, this equal to Q, some value, this equal to R, some value. Now let us write it down. A cross B is equal to Pi, where Pi cap, where P is this quantity, minus, or let us write it plus Q, because let the minus go inside, Qj plus R cap, where minus Q is same as this, this is same as, this is minus Q is same as, let me first make you explain this properly. Q is, wait, A1 B3 minus B1 A3. Fine. Now let me take the minus sign out. So Q equal to minus B1 A3 minus A1 B3. Now there is a minus sign, and this becomes minus Q equal to B1 A3 minus A1 B3. And this quantity, I've called it this Q, this whole quantity with a minus sign. Rather, instead of making this complications for you guys as you are, let's forget all this. Let's forget all this. Let consider this minus of whole this. Let us consider wait a minute. Let Q equal to minus, let me write A1 B3 minus B1 A3. This is, I think, it will be an easier way to understand this. But remember one thing, as in dot product, dot or scalar product, scalar product, A dot B was same as B dot A, but let me write it with a different color. But A cross B is not equal to, let me write it with a different color. Wait. This is too shiny. Wait a minute. Let me take this. But A cross B is not equal to B cross A. Rather, wait a minute. Rather, A cross B is equal to minus B cross A. This you need to keep in mind. Now, as usual, let us come down. And see the final thing. We had A cross B. Okay, no problem. I took a different color. Mod A, mod B, sine theta, eta vector. Now, in this case, I can write A cross B I wrote as Pi cap, Qj cap, Rk cap. This is equal to, as I told you in the dot product in the earlier lecture, A1 square, A2 square plus A3 square multiply by under root of B1 square, B2 square plus B3 square sine theta eta vector. If the vectors A is parallel to B, then A1 by B1 equal to A2 by B2 is equal to A3 by B3. With this, I have done away with your vector vector product and scalar product. Now let us see position vector, which is another very important concept in physics you will be needing. Wait, wait. Hmm. Now we, sorry. Okay, now we will be doing, the next heading is position vector. What do you understand by position vector? This is very shortcut is P dot V dot. Now let me take down, let me drag this a bit little big, a little down. Now let us understand. Suppose you are at your home and this is your home, this is a place and this is your Qutub Minar. From here the distance is and from here the distance This is the position vector R1. In two dimension, this will be x1, y1. In two dimension, this position vector will be x2, y2. So R1 will be written as x1 I cap plus y1 j cap, and R2 will be written as x2 I cap plus y2 j cap. Now you know how to find the distance. In class 10th, you knew how to find the distance between these two points A and B. So distance between A and B, you use this formula D equal to under root of x2 minus x1 square. Let this be 2 properly written. Okay. Plus y2 minus y1 square. Sorry. Now let us understand in 3 dimension this very thing. Now this is your x, y and z, and these are your position vector R1. Same in R2. This one is now x2 y2 z2, and this is x1 y1 z1. These are your position vectors. These are vectors. Now R1 is x1 I cap, y1 j cap, z1 k cap. R2 is x2 I cap plus y2 j cap plus z2 k cap. Now the thing is this, I've told you this is the way it is. Now you want to find the distance between these two, you just have to do one more, you have to add one more component here, like you did in class 10th. x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square plus z2 minus z1 square. This gives you is the distance, is rather I should say gives the distance. Wait a minute. Gives the distance. Gives just a minute. Gives the distance. The distance between A and B. Now come to the position vector problem. Now this is my situation. This was my x-axis. This was my y-axis. This was my z-axis. This was my R1 vector. And this was x1, y1, z1. And this one was x2, y2, z2. So let me write down. This is the origin. Like from your home, you find the distance using a Google map. So your home becomes the origin, the reference point, and you find the distance between different places. Like let us consider this is Malviya Nagar or your Qutub Minar, whatever it is. This is R2. Then what you do is that you need to find the distance of this with respect to this. So you draw a line in this manner. The arrow is, this is R2 with respect to 1. The position vector of this with respect to this. So see how to add, this is like a vector. So you need to add like this. As I told you in the last video of vector addition, this is R1 plus R21 is equal to R2. As in vector addition, as I told you, vector addition. Vector addition, as I told you in the last video. Now R21, just a minute. This is R21 is equal to R2 minus R1. Now R21 will become, what is the vector of R2? This is x2 I cap, y2 j cap plus z2 k cap minus x1 I cap plus y1 j cap plus z1 k cap. Now taking common, let me drag this a little bit more. Now let me get some page. Yes. So R21 vector becomes, this is a vector, x2 minus x1 I cap plus y2 minus y1 j cap plus z2 minus z1 k cap. This is a position vector of 2 with respect to 1. R21 is the position vector of point 2 with respect to next time I will write WRT, no more all this, with respect to point 1. This is R21 means. Now let us understand what will I do, how to find the distance. R21 mod is equal to under root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square plus z2 minus z1 whole square. Now the unit vector in the direction of R21 is R21 cap. You will use a cap for a unit vector. R21 vector upon the modulus of R21. This is it. That means this is x2 minus x1 I cap plus y2 minus y1 j cap plus z2 minus z1 k cap upon under root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square plus z2 minus z1 whole square. Now this is R21 cap. Now supposing I want to find the other way around. That means I have the same picture. This is x, y and z. This is my position vector R1. This is my position vector R2. This is x2, y2, z2. And this is your x1, y1, z1, comma. And now I want to find the other way around. I want to find R1 with respect to 2. So I'll write it like this. R2 plus R12 is equal to, according to vector addition, is equal to R1. So R12 would be now R1 minus R2, which is same as R12. Now will be x1 I, y1 j cap, z1 k cap minus x2 I cap, y2 j cap plus z2 k cap. This is going to be, just a minute. This is going to be x1 minus x2 I cap plus y1 minus y2 j cap plus z1 minus z2 k cap. Now you can see one thing. If you go up here, if you go here, you can see this quantity. This quantity is just the minus of this whole. I mean to say this whole quantity is basically the minus. Just a minute. the minus of this quantity. That means I can say R21 is minus of R12. Direction changed. But R12 mod is same as R21 mod because this is the length, the distance. They remain the same. Because if I scroll a little up, this distance, whether you measure it from here to here or you measure it from here to here, they remain, the distance remains the same. Only just a minute, I forgot to write this. Now if I write this thing, R21 cap would be minus R12 cap. So this, and this has to be kept in mind. Why they are opposite, and this is we will be needing this while trying to prove Newton's third law, equal and opposite matter. Now this much is for today. We will do the next thing in the next lecture. Thank you.